the Family Code of the Philippines under Article 26, Executive Number 209, Series 1987, is stating that a marriage between a Filipino and a non-Filipino citizen, which is a foreign spouse, is the divorce decree obtained outside the Philippines by the foreign spouse may be recognizable in the Family Code under Article 26, Executive Number 209, Series of 1987. So, ano bang ibig sabihin dito? Ang ibig sabihin po na kapag ang isang Pilipino ay nagpakasal sa ibang lahi, let's say sa taga-Amerika, si Pinay or si Pinoy nagpakasal sa isang Amerikano o mapaibang lahi man, nagpakasal sa Pilipinas at itong foreign husband or the foreign spouse opted to end their marriage through divorce. So, itong foreign spouse po is pwede pong mag-apply or kumuha ng divorce niya, ng divorce decree doon sa bansa niya na kung saan divorce is allowed. So, for example, itong spouse na American, nag-apply siya ng divorce decree sa US, let's say sa California, at pinadala niya yung kopyang yon sa kanyang asawa sa Pilipinas na nagsasabi na divorce na sila under his US law, under California law. So, pwede pong mag-asawa ulit yung foreign spouse na yon. At ang mangyayari po dito, yung divorce decree po na pinadala na kopya doon sa Filipino spouse ay pwede niya po yung i-apply doon sa Court of Justice sa Pilipinas upang ito ay ma-recognize doon sa Court of Justice sa Pilipinas at ma-recognize ang divorce decree niya. So ito po ang tinatawag na foreign divorce recognition. So this foreign decree of divorce is just let's say a shortcut of an annulment. If the Court of Justice doesn't recognize your divorce decree yet in the Philippines, that means that the Filipino spouse are not eligible to remarry again. So dapat po na ipa-recognize po itong divorce decree na ito na hawak niyo po galing sa iyong asawa na pinadala sa iyo, na nagpapatunay na divorce na nga siya sa'yo at wala ka ng karapatan sa kanya under his national law, like let's say the California law. So, kailangan po na ipa-recognize nyo po ang divorce decree na yon at mostly aabot po ng mga 4 to 1 year po ang process na ito. May court hearing na no need na for the appearance of your ex-husband dahil ikaw po ang nag-a-apply nito sa Court of Justice. The cause of this, I will run down this one on my next vlog, but sinasagot ko lamang po ang katanungan or yung mga unclarified queries or questions ng ating mga kababayan na especially nagme-message po sa akin through online na ano ba, bakit ba may divorce, bakit ba nadi-divorce ako ng aking foreign husband samantalang pwede na siyang magpakasal while ako hindi. Dahil nga po yun ay under the Philippine law, there is no divorce law in the Philippines. However, if it is a mixed marriage between a foreign national and the citizen of the Philippines, and that foreign national or that foreign spouse can apply the divorce decree under his national law, which is like California law, because in the US or in the California or Idaho or New York, divorce is obtainable anytime. However, in the Philippines, it doesn't exist. Samantala, dahil nga pinapayagan ng Philippine law, divorce law under a mixed marriage or a foreign national marriage between a Filipino citizen, yes, ina-allow or de-accept this divorce law under Article 26 of the Filipino Code of the Philippines. Ngunit kailangan po na yung divorce decree na yon is ma-recognize po muna ng Court of Justice. So yun po ang dapat po nating gawin. Dahil ay nabigyan na tayo ng kopya ng ating asawa at sinakasaad na po doon na divorce na tayo, yun po at pwede na tayong magpakasal, hindi po pwede yun po muna. You are still married to your spouse under the Philippine law, regardless of holding the divorce decree. To nullify to end the divorce decree that you're holding, you have to apply for the foreign divorce recognition first at the Court of Justice, and the rest will follow. Yes, may divorce po sa Pilipinas kapag ang Filipino citizen ay nagpakasal sa isang foreign national lamang. Hindi po pwede both Filipino marriage can divorce, because it's stating on the Article 26 that it is between a Filipino citizen and a foreign national lamang po ang pwedeng maka-avail nitong divorce decree. So, in the future po, I have another answer for this question na paano kung ang Pilipino nagpakasal sa Pilipinas at ang isa sa kanila ay nag-abroad at nagiging citizen of whatever kind of citizenship is that, or which country, let's say in Japan, or nagiging Japanese citizen na siya, yung former Filipino. So pwede po na ikaw naman po ay mag-apply ng divorce dahil nga po nung day of your applications or the day you obtained your divorce is you are the foreign national already and not the Filipino citizen still. So, isipin lamang po na in the divorce decree under the Philippine law, ang isang nag-a-apply ng divorce ay dapat hindi Pilipino. Kapag ikaw po ay nag-apply at ikaw ay isang Pilipino pa, hindi po yan pwede. Unless na lang po is magpakasal po kayo doon sa lugar kung saan ka nag-apply ng divorce. So, very tricky po. May susunod po akong video about this one sapagkat may nakita po akong case na isang Pilipina nag-abroad tapos nagpa-divorce siya ng kanyang marriage sa kanyang Filipino husband. So, nabigyan po siya ng divorce decree under that country kung saan man siya. Let's say, here in the Czech Republic, so na-divorce po siya, and she received the divorce decree under the Czech Republic law. However, pagdating ng Pilipinas ay hindi po niya pwedeng maparecognize ang divorce decree na yon sapagkat siya ay isang Pilipino pa. So, hindi po pwede yun. At ngunit, under the Czech law, she can marry anytime here in the Czech Republic. Dahil nga, yung divorce decree na yon is acceptable and recognizable under the Czech law. So, I will give us an exact detail about that in the future. So, for now po, ito po yung sagot po dun sa mga questions kung may divorce law ba sa Pilipinas. It's parang yes and no. No, because the divorce in the Philippines, it's only acceptable and only attainable between the Filipino citizen and the non-Filipino citizen. So it has to be a mixed marriage. And then, once you get that divorce decree given by your spouse or your ex-husband or your ex-wife, then that divorce decree copy, you can send that to the Court of Justice to make it recognizable. The name of that is the Foreign Divorce Recognition. So it takes about 4 to 1 year of that to nullify everything, to make sure that everything is valid, the divorce decree you have is valid, and make sure po na once you have the recognition, this is a very essential information for you to know, that once you get the divorce decree copy of yours from your ex-husband or ex-wife, make sure as well to have the copy, the notarized or the apostille copy of the divorce law of that country. Let's say your husband or your wife is from California, so make sure that you have his or her divorce law under Californian law, okay? And that divorce law, you cannot just download it to the internet because it has to be an original copy, and aside for that, it has to be notarized by the consulate or by their local offices under the government law. So, kailangan po, aside for the divorce decree, you have to have the national divorce law of the country. It's not the whole country of the US because it is state by state, and each state has their own different law when it comes to marriage and divorce law and things like that. So it has to make sure that if the divorce decree was given by California or given by New York, then it has to be under the New York or California divorce law. It's not from Florida law or in Connecticut or in New Hampshire divorce law. It has to be in a California divorce law or New York divorce law only. Alright guys, so that's very certain for me and I answered your queries. And yes, pwede ka pong ma-divorce sa Pilipinas, at ngunit kailangan na ang nagdi-divorce ay iyong asawa mong foreigner. Hindi ka po pwedeng mag-apply ng divorce samantalang ikaw ay isa pang Pilipino or Pilipina, sapagkat under Article 26 of the Family Code of the Philippines, Executive Number 209, Series 1987, it's saying that divorce law in the Philippines may recognize only if the marriage are between Filipino and the non-Filipino, meaning foreigner yung isa at yung isa ay of course a Filipino. Tapos, yun nga, kailangan mo pang ipa-recognize ito sa ating Court of Justice sa Pilipinas. It's not too much. As what I'm saying, it is the recognition of foreign divorce in the Philippines is steps of like a shortcut of the annulment application. So it's much better to do this compared to annulment. Alright guys, ngunit ang annulment ay covered po dyan lahat ang Filipino to Filipino citizen nagpakasal. We're not gonna talk about more of that one because it's gonna confuse you guys. At least now, you see the difference, and I hope that I clarify all the questions that you have been throwing at me. So, in the next video, I'm gonna discuss about how a non-Filipino can get a divorce abroad. There's a chance for that po. So, see you again on my next vlog, and hopefully may nakuha po kayong kunting kaalaman sa video na ito. Again po, mag-ingat po tayong lahat at sana po ay maging happy lang. Bye! Legal Matters with Yen, signed out.